Hi.
How are you and the team feeling after such difficult times?
It's tough at the human level. I think it's tough. I think when you analyze the performance tonight, I think we were in control of the game. We had a good performance. I think defensively we corrected the issues we had in the first leg. I don't think Arsenal created a lot, except at the end of the game, but we were pushing hard to try to score, and we left so many more space on the pitch. We were in control of the game with the ball as well. I think we created a lot. First half, we could have scored 3 goals. We had big chances. First half, second half, the reality is like we couldn't score more than 1, and that's why we are not qualified for the semi-final.
Sonia, obviously we saw what happened towards the end of the game. You receiving 2 yellow cards. That specific incident obviously seemed to spark a lot of emotion on the bench as well. I'm just wondering what you were told by the referees, why the incident wasn't reviewed, and I can see you shaking your head. You clearly still quite angry about it.
No, I'm more calm now, but you need to understand in the moment, yeah, I was emotional because I think it's clear for everyone, and I think everyone could see the video. I had one of my players who was pulled her hair, and I can probably understand the referee sometimes can't see that, but I don't understand, and it's not been the first time now, it was 1 week ago, why the VAR is not checking that situation. Why are they not going back to that, just checking and having a clear call on that? Because I think the impact on my player, Alyssa Thompson, of course she was a lot emotional. When you are playing football and someone pulls your hair, I don't know if you have been in that position before, but it's not nice at all. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you made me smile, even if I didn't want to. But yeah, I just think it's not good enough. And at the end, again, I'm the one who gets a red card, where I think the Arsenal player should be the one who gets a red card. And what is the VAR doing in these games? If we have the VAR, why are we not checking these situations? I don't understand, and it's not good enough. I think you need to understand, even if, again, we lost the game, the first leg, and we didn't score enough today in the game. That's why we are not qualified. But I think tonight, like, we are speaking too much about the referees, and it's been the case last week. I think one thing I want to mention also, it's the referee who was refereeing at the game was the one who 2 years ago for Chelsea disallowed the goal was for her offside, but it was onside. And I think she was the one also who gave a PK to Real Madrid, and the foul was outside the box. And it was clear on the VAR. And the one who was doing the VAR was the one who disallowed our goal against Barcelona when Kat Macario scored, and that goal was onside,
yeah.
So I'm just questioning, like, why are these referees coming into this game with what happened in the first leg, refereeing these games? I don't think that's good enough, and I think, like, I'm being really frustrated and upset, not only for me, I think for my players. I think they deserve more respect. From the performance they put on the pitch, I think they deserve a lot more respect. And I know, like, Nadine Kessler was here today to watch the game, and we need to do a lot better job, because at the end, it's probably not the only reason why, but one team is through the semi-final and the other one not. So, yeah, it's difficult not to be upset when you analyze all these things.
Sonia, one more question on this. I spoke to you at length last week after the first leg, and they insisted they were happy with the way they select referees. With the referees they select, they say they're experienced enough. They were happy with the processes behind the incident in the first leg, that the referee made a decision.
Yeah.
The VAR didn't want to overturn it, but they were happy with the actual process. And they said that they've got an open dialogue, they'll talk to whoever, whenever about the situation. They don't feel like they're going to change the processes anytime soon. So that can't be very nice for you to hear if you're this angry about it.
No, but listen, I'm saying, like, that's not good enough. If they are happy with what happened in first leg and tonight, I think that's not good enough. They shouldn't be happy about that. I think it's clear for everyone. I think if you have to say something, or to be honest, I think you would probably say that situations last week and even tonight, like, I don't see how they cannot make different calls. But the only thing we can do is talk about it. I don't think again it will change something, which is really annoying. But I have to mention it just like in respect for my players, because I think at the end, it's tough for them. It's tough for them.
Gonna go one behind, in the middle.
I just wanted to ask about Johanna and why she was missing the squad tonight.
Yeah, she just picked up a small injury in her calf during training session. So she won't be available even for the next game. So we could see her after the international break.
She was called up for the Sweden squad.
Yeah.
What about you?
We are assessing her day by day, and we are communicating with the Swedish staff. We'll make the best decision for her, but for now there is still a chance for her to be able to play with Sweden.
Thanks, Frida. Karis.
Hey, Karis.
I want to ask about what you just mentioned in terms of finishing at the start there. Like you talked about the initiating, but you mentioned that you also didn't think that it was there for you guys in front of goal. Can you speak a little bit more about that?
I think for me that's the main reason why we didn't qualify for the semi-finals in the game tonight. I think when I said in possession of the ball, we were in control of the game. I think we created enough opportunities. The only difference is we couldn't score. We scored one at the end, but I think if you analyze again the performance, we created 3 big chances in the first half, big enough for us to be able at this level to be more clinical. It's probably been a little bit the story of our season. We have been missing that clinical element in front of the goal, and that's probably why already today our season is not at the level we want the season to be, and that's the reality. So the only thing, I think the players are trying hard. I'm behind them. I'm proud of them on the performance they put on the pitch, but it's just the reality between one team being clinical, especially in the first leg, and us tonight not being clinical enough.
What can you do about that? Do you think that's something that comes with, maybe you've had injuries? Is it a personnel issue? Is it time? Is it something you need to address in the market in the summer?
We'll reflect about that and see what we can address. But for sure, it's a lot of things. I think the most important thing is for the players who are in this squad right now to be confident, because the confidence helps a lot. It's always the most difficult sometimes. It's always to create that opportunities, but also to make sure we stay composed and we are ruthless when we are in that situations. So that's something we can try to work again in training session. That's something also mentally we need to make sure the players stay confident. A little bit maybe also on something we need to look at the future.
Thanks, Karis. Emma.
Thanks, Sonia.
Hi, Emma.
Obviously, I appreciate this is one game or one tie in isolation, but obviously the WSL title looks like it's going Manchester City's way. Obviously, Arsenal now through to the last 4. Do you feel maybe other clubs in England have caught up with Chelsea? Chelsea perhaps stood still?
Everyone is trying hard and working hard to make sure they catch up with us, and I think this season is showing that. I think, to be honest with you, our season is not good enough from the ambitions, and also sometimes because I'm a manager who always give clarity from the beginning of the season, saying we want to win the 4 titles. We have a lot of ambition, so when I give you that clarity, I give you also the opportunity to question that, where sometimes some of the managers, they just say we'll try our best in the season, but the reality is for a club like Chelsea, it's not good enough for sure, and I'm not happy about the fact I can't help the team more than what I did this season.
What are the next steps for the club? Making sure this doesn't happen again next season?
I think we are having a lot of conversations about where we want to be in the future, and I think that's the main thing we need to do.
Kit, thank you.
Hi, Kit.
You reeled off kind of 4 or 5 refereeing decisions you've given against Chelsea recently. Is there a reason why, in your opinion, you feel those decisions have gone against Chelsea? Is it just Chelsea are unlucky with refereeing decisions, or is there another reason for that pattern?
Difficult to say. I remember one when I was already the manager when we came here and played with Lyon. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago when LJ got the penalty for Chelsea. I was the Lyon manager. I think that one could have been controversial as well. So I feel a little bit unlucky with the decisions. But I don't think it's something against Chelsea. I'm not hoping that's the reason why.
And just on the heckle in particular, Katie McCabe says that she was trying to pull Alyssa's shirt.
No, she pulled her hair.
No, but she's saying she tried.
Oh, yeah.
Is that any sort of, does that make it any less serious to you?
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, like, did she try to grab the shirt or the hair? I think the intention is clear. For me, she tried to grab the hair. And I think, like, for that reason, like, it's clearly a red card. So I can't comment more on that than what is the reality. I think for me, like, yeah, the intention is clearly to pull her hair.
Thanks, Kurt. Any more for any more? Sonia, thank you.
Hi.
I was just wondering, obviously you don't see hairpull particularly often. Is it something you've seen before in your managerial career?
I haven't seen what? Sorry, apples you said?
Hair pulls.
Oh, hair pulls. No, it doesn't happen often, and I think it's good. Yeah, I think we had one time this season against West Ham where Alyssa already was pulled by her hair and the player got a red card. So yeah, I don't think that's something we see a lot, but yeah, I haven't thought about it more than that, so yeah.